The man is only based on an ancestral recipe. From the next life, he became the most trusted male pet of the female prime minister. The food just brought in is just a little bit wrong. It's the same as the chef who came from a poor family. What's more, he actually sat down with the husband of the female prime minister. No respect for a table for lunch. Elena not only does not blame, but also praises Zubak. As a medical doctor, Nikki really can't stand it. I can only point out that the food arranged by Sang Mahuai is not healthy. Zubak and her were at war. It seems that the argument will not end. Elena criticized her husband in time. Don't ignore the truth. The original plan was to hold a ministerial meeting tonight. Elena actually asked Zubak to convey the decree in place. Hundreds of thousands of people. Cabinet meeting by yourself, sure. A group of ministers were still in the meeting room pointing their fingers at Zubak. At this time, the door was open. Zubak, who was high-spirited, came in and announced in public that the meeting would be hosted by him tonight. While others were still immersed in surprise, the smart old man had already put on a sword to give to Zubak. Unfortunately, he was mercilessly rejected. After the fall, Zubak announced the Prime Minister's order to carry out land reform. Take back the land of the landlord and redistribute it to the farmers. This will directly impact the core interests of the ministers. Each of them expressed anger. The white-haired old man politely said that he would wait for the Prime Minister's official approval before taking action. Zubak was in pain because he didn't understand the people. When he went to threaten him, he had to take out a reform plan immediately. After saying that, he left the meeting room. The husband of the man who got the news was in a hurry to find Elena and tell him that land reform was actually to pay the people from your pocket, and not just a little bit. The white-haired old man also warned that this was a policy of self-isolation. After a deep thought, the second round of land reform meetings was held. Elena and Zubak came to the meeting room at the same time. At this time, the white-haired old man jumped out and said that he absolutely supported land reform and came up with a series of plans and budgets. Zubak's heart was at ease for a moment, but Elena stopped his conversation. He claimed that the reform must be taken to the land first, and the best way was to take back the legal class. This will inevitably trigger strong condemnation and economic sanctions against the West and the United States. The commander-in-chief of the military operation this time is Zubak. Zubak did not disappoint and took it down in just 12 days. After Kaishuan returned, Elena held a party for him and summoned Zubak alone. Zubak, who became a hero, once again proposed land reform. But at this time, Elena began to push back and claimed that the budget had been used up by the military operation. The rest of the budget was used to deal with the economic sanctions of the West. At the moment when Zubak, who was on fire, felt that he had been deceived and used, he stood up and grabbed Elena. Elena's neck. I wanted to do it, but reason told him not to do so. Then I came out of the door and walked into the party scene. I saw a proud host and hostess. No matter how red and white, I was angry at them for kicking and venting. The next day, the female commander-in-chief also began to fall. Zubak's folk stories are all lies. It doesn't work. I heard that Elena was very angry at this, and she was taken into custody. Zubak, who knew he was in trouble, had no sign of running away at all. The security minister took him away. All of this is under Elena's control. There is no hindrance in the heart of the painless man.